Off the coast of Oregon and Washington, 600 miles of seafloor are locked in place. Pressure is building. When it finally breaks, it will generate a magnitude 9.0 earthquake and send tsunami waves 80 feet high crashing into the Pacific Northwest coast. Scientists know it's coming. They just don't know when. And even artificial intelligence can't predict the timing. This is the Cascadia Subduction Zone, the earthquake that could divide America. The Cascadia Subduction Zone runs from Northern California to British Columbia. It's where the Juan de Fuca plate dives beneath the North American plate at about 4 centimeters per year. Most of the time, the plates are locked together, stuck. Pressure builds for centuries. Then suddenly they slip, releasing all that stored energy at once. Unlike the San Andreas Fault, which moves horizontally, Cascadia moves vertically. The ocean floor drops suddenly, then rebounds upward. That vertical displacement creates a tsunami. And here's what makes it terrifying. The fault sits just 50-70 miles offshore. When it ruptures, coastal communities will have 10 to 20 minutes before the first wave hits. We know Cascadia has ruptured before. On January 26, 1700, at about 9 p.m., a massive earthquake struck the Pacific Northwest. We know the exact date because the tsunami it generated crossed the Pacific and was recorded in Japanese historical records. Geologists found evidence of this event everywhere. Buried forests along the coast killed by sudden land subsidence, tsunami deposits in estuaries, Native American oral histories describing the earth shaking and waves destroying villages. The 1700 earthquake was estimated at magnitude 9.0. The entire fault ruptured at once over a span of about 600 miles. And here's the problem. Cascadia ruptures roughly every 300 to 600 years. It's been 325 years since 1700. Statistically, we're in the window. Scientists have run computer simulations of what will happen when Cascadia ruptures again. The scenario is grim. A magnitude 9.0 earthquake will shake the Pacific Northwest for 3 to 5 minutes. Buildings will collapse. Bridges will fail. Landslides will block roads. The shaking alone will cause massive damage from Seattle to Portland. Then, 10 to 20 minutes later, the tsunami arrives. Computer models show waves 30 to 80 feet high hitting coastal towns. Everything within a mile of the shore could be destroyed. Evacuation time is minimal. FEMA estimates 13,000 deaths in the worst-case scenario. 1 million people displaced. The economic impact could exceed $70 billion, and we can't predict when it will happen. Modern seismology uses AI to analyze patterns, seismic activity, ground deformation, pressure changes. The goal is early warning. But here's the limitation. Cascadia doesn't give much warning. There's no gradual buildup of small earthquakes like other fault systems. It stays quiet for centuries, then ruptures suddenly. AI can model probabilities. A 10% chance in the next 50 years, a 37% chance in the next century. But it can't tell us if it's tomorrow or in 200 years. Even with all our technology, we're essentially waiting for the inevitable. The Pacific Northwest isn't ready. Most buildings in Seattle and Portland were built before modern earthquake codes. Coastal towns have limited evacuation routes. Tsunami warning systems exist, but 10 minutes isn't enough time to get everyone to safety. Scientists call Cascadia the earthquake that will divide America because it will sever transportation links, disrupt supply chains, and isolate the Pacific Northwest from the rest of the country for weeks or months. And it's not a matter of if, it's when. A 600-mile fault line capable of a magnitude 9.0 earthquake. Tsunami waves 80 feet high. Millions in the impact zone. And no way to predict when it will happen. The Cascadia Subduction Zone is one of the most dangerous geological features in North America. And even artificial intelligence can't tell us when it will strike. What would you do if you had 10 minutes to evacuate? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos about deep-sea threats and natural disasters, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Because the ocean keeps secrets, and some of them are deadly.